Hello everybody and welcome back to Kat's Tiny Kitchen. Tonight we're going to do some scallop potatoes with ham for dinner. And I'm going to cover all the ingredients with you here, and as soon as we're done we'll get the recipe started. So we're starting out with 3 pounds of sliced potatoes. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. And we've got 1/3 of a cup of butter, 2/3 cup of onions, which is a small onion diced. Let's see here, we've got 1/3 cup of flour. We have a 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Trying to be very careful, I don't want to spill anything. I have 1 ounce of cream cheese, and then I have 2 ounces of processed cheese. Then additional, we have, this is about 1 3/4 cups of ham. You can use 2 cups if you want to, or even more, even less, depends on what you like. Then we have a 2 for here. I got a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper ground. And oops, sorry guys, bumped you. I have a tablespoon of garlic. Now if you don't want the garlic, you can omit it, it's not a big deal. And then we have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So that's all the ingredients that we've got going on here. Let me get this moved out of the way and we'll get the recipe started. Okay, I got my pan heated up here. We'll start off with our 1/3 of a cup of butter. Perfect. Get that melted. It's melting quick, that's nice. I got it nice and hot this time for you. It works faster if you let it get to room temperature. I didn't do that this time. So, and it doesn't need to be completely melted yet. So to the butter I'm going to add my small onion. We're going to get this clarified. Get a pot holder here. That butter melted and get the onions clarified. Okay, now to this I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to add the 1/2 teaspoon of salt and the 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Now you can add this to taste also if you want to. And the butter that I use, I always use salted butter. You can use unsalted butter if you like, but I prefer salted butter. I've been using it all my life. Trying not to get steamed up. Okay, now that we've got that in there, we're going to add our 1/3 of a cup of flour. Get that good and stirred in. Cook it for a couple of minutes. You don't want your dish tasting like flour, so it's always good to cook it for a minute or two. Now that we've got that done, we're going to add the 1/2 cup of stock. I'm going to add all these liquids slowly so that it doesn't make your roux lumpy. Start off with that. Give it a little jump start. Now we're going to start adding our Cream and milk. If I didn't show that to you, I don't think. I didn't have any milk in the house, so I used a cup and a half of heavy cream and a cup and a half of water, and that sort of gives you your milk. It's looking pretty good right now. Let me make sure I don't have anything stuck on the edges of the pan. Oh, and before I forget, while we're doing this, I'm going to add my teaspoon of Italian seasoning. That's the end of that. Alright. I want this to cook a little bit and get hot so that I can add my cheeses. I hate this pan on this burner because it always wants to spin on me. Turn my burner down a little bit. I don't want it to burn or separate, but I need it to get a little bit thicker. And I will keep stirring it because I don't want it to burn. So just a little waiting game here. Okay, so while it's getting a good steam on it, I'm going to go ahead and add this cheese. And get it out of here. So there's the ounce of cream cheese and the 2 ounces of processed cheese. And if you don't want to use the cream cheese and the processed cheese, you can use a cup of shredded sharp cheddar. We're going to get this good and melty. And give it a little while to melt, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, the sauce is done. I didn't think it had enough salt in it, so I'm going to add a couple of pinches of the kosher salt. And that ought to be good enough. And then I'm going to add some more ground black pepper. I'll just get my pepper grinder out. That ought to be good enough for us. Stir that in really good. And let's move you over to the next step. We'll get it put together and get it in the oven. Okay, so we're starting with our next step. I'm going to have to be moving across the kitchen to do this. We're going to use about 1/3 of these potatoes. And I'm not going to get fancy with them. If I was doing this for a holiday dinner, I might do that. I'm going to get them all laid out. And you can do this in a 9x13. I wanted to use this one today. So let's get these taters in here. Get a good layer. I'm sticking together. You see some of those are kind of green. That's not going to hurt you. There's not enough green in here to make you even feel bad. So, okay, so there's that. I'm going to put another layer in here. Sprinkle some ham over it. Get that all around. That looks pretty good. Now I gotta get some of my sauce. Get it around here. Dump the sauce on there. And a couple of ladles I think will do. Maybe one more. Okay, there's that. Another layer of taters. Okay, this is the last layer. You're going to have 3 layers. We're going to add the rest of the sauce to it. There's quite a bit left. We're just going to dump, folks. Sorry you can't see. There we go. Oops, losing stuff. So we're going to put this covered in the oven at 350 degrees. We're going to bake this for about 50 minutes to an hour. The foil out, see if I can get some out of this. So I will see you all in about an hour, my time. A couple seconds yours. Alright, I'm back and it is done. So I'm going to get it out and show it to you. This looks delicious. There you go, folks. Scallop potatoes and ham. Now what I didn't show you is after an hour, I took the foil off and I put it in for another 30 minutes. With my oven, it still wasn't quite done, so I put it in for another 15 minutes. And there you have it. So all we have left to do right now is to plate it up, take a picture, and eat it up. So I'm glad and thankful that you all were here to visit with me today. And I hope you have a blessed and wonderful evening, and we will see you on the next one.
No, wait.